Hi, welcome to Guy's Picnic Table Policy Review. My name is Guy and I'm with Levitt Recreation and Hospitality Insurance. I'd like to take a few minutes to discuss some details of policies covering campground and RV parks. Some of you may not know this, but I have spent almost my entire career providing insurance products and services just to the campground industry. Over the years, I've visited hundreds of parks across the country and sat at outdoor tables just like this one, helping campground owners make decisions about their insurance program. Before we begin, I can't emphasize enough about the importance that you are the frontline safety manager of your park. You make decisions every day to minimize risk at your park. The first thing you want to look at is the first part of the policy, which is the named insured. It's very important that we get that right going in for a few reasons. Number one, you want to make sure you're going to get paid in the event of a loss. And if we don't have the right information, sometimes that can create a glitch in the payment. As part of that, you want to make sure that when you have mortgages or lost payees that are no longer have leverage on your park, you want to eliminate them. Otherwise, the check might have their name on it too, and that just creates more problems. The first named insured receives all the bills to make sure the bills get paid, and they also get the return premiums. The first named insured is the only one who can make changes to the policies. I'll just give you a recent example where there was a landlord campground operator relationship where the landlord was listed first and the operator had a piece of equipment that he bought through his company, and there was a claim, and the payment went to the landlord. It got worked out, but just be sure that you get the named insured accurate with your insurance agent. Also, what we find in reviewing policies is that a lot of folks are adding LLCs as part of their operation, or LLCs that are part of owning their real estate, and you want to make sure you get those added to your policy as well. Just a few things on locations is you want to make sure that you describe the premises similar to your deed or similar to your address on your tax bill. In addition to that, oftentimes we run into folks who have purchased extra parcels and they're not listed and used in the campground, and they're not listed as part of this campground policy. So you want to make sure that we have all parcels listed in the policy. The general liability. The general liability policy, you're not really insuring stuff. What you're insuring is your activities that go on inside your park. You have sites, you have cabins, pools, lakes, stores, snack bars, LP gas sales, jumping pillows, and many other amenities that could result in somebody being injured. So your policy is going to defend you as a result of injury sustained from any of the activities. Some other types of claims include falling trees, dog bites, and the like. There are a few exclusions in the general liability that are worth mentioning. There are actually several exclusions, but there's a couple of serious ones that I want to mention, and that is workers' compensation. Work campers or employees will not be covered by your general liability policy. You need to buy a workers' comp policy. Chris Hipple from our office did a video similar to this and discusses that topic as well. In addition, the general liability does not cover employee-employer related claims, including employer's liability. The next item, and it kind of relates to general liability, is called an excess umbrella. Basically, that is an excess layer of protection over and above the existing liability limits you have on the base policy. So everybody asks me whether they should have one or whether they shouldn't have one, and what I try to tell them is this. If you have a serious claim, and I have to say a drowning, and it's a minor, typically takes 4 or 5 years to settle. And you have to wonder, if you don't have an excess umbrella, you have to worry for the next 4 or 5 years if you've purchased enough insurance that in the event that that claim gets out of control. So it's not my decision, it's your decision. I can only tell you how it works. The next item is additional insured. Basically, if most of you sell LP gas and the supplier requires you to list them as additional insured. Basically what they're saying is, we're not involved with your operation, we're just supplying you the gas. So if something that you do in operating this part of your business results in a claim, we want you defending us. If some of you are franchises, your franchise requirement is usually that they get listed as an additional insured. In addition, I would say if you're ever going to hire somebody to do some work or to do anything in your park, you want to ask them for a certificate of insurance and try to get them to list you as an additional insured. That provides you defense under their policy. Now, I have to say that here in Maine, we're not really ready for the camping season. We're about a month away. So excuse the mess in Maine here, but it'll get better. Thank you.